I have missed you. Before I get into this episode, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for sticking with me through my hiatus. Nobody left. That was super cool. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys. With that being said, I have a little secret to share with you. It's kind of big, and I don't know how you guys are going to feel about it. I feel like keeping this information from you is like lying to you, so I gotta get it off my chest. I really like Mario is Missing. Like, really like it. Like, it's probably one of my favorite Super Nintendo games ever. I like the Mario Edutainment games. I really do. Most people don't like them, but I like them. So, wanna know why?
One of my favorite things to do as a child, when I wasn't being my super glamorous self, was to go to a place called Alan's Video and spend my allowance on renting Mario is Missing. Yeah, I used to rent this game all the damn time. That is when Bubsy wasn't available, but that's a story for another day. So I get that my opinion is pretty biased, but with that in mind, I'd like to talk calmly and coherently about some of the common complaints about the Mario Edutainment games for the SNES.
These games are good, and if you don't like them, then you're wrong, and you're dumb, and I have no respect for your different opinion because it's different than mine and I don't like it.
Complaint number 1. Nothing to do with Mario. I've noticed this complaint a lot. If you took the Mario characters out of these games, it wouldn't make one difference to the gameplay. Yes, I completely agree with this statement. However, when appealing to children, it is very common to use a familiar face or mascot to get their attention. Mario has been a huge icon for children of all ages since the late 80s, so if you are an edutainment game trying to get people interested in history, what better way to do it than through the vessel of a relatable character?
Mario is cool. He's using history to save the kingdom, therefore history must be cool. Gee, I better really start hitting the books and studying so that I can be just as cool as Mario because I do everything a video game tells me to.
Okay, I get it. It's not just a simple equation of Mario plus edutainment games equals generations of genius children. In order to get children engaged in your game, you can't just throw a beloved icon into it without creating a compelling game in and of itself. Which leads me to my next point. Complaint number 2. These games are so boring.
First of all, ouch. Second of all, you can just go sit on your own dick hole.
Alright, fine. If you've played this game and you found it boring, I can't fault you for your opinion because it's yours and you have every right to it. But here's my opinion. I don't find it boring at all. If you enter into these games knowing that they are edutainment and that the emphasis is heavily placed on learning about history and geography instead of the actual gameplay, I think you'd be much better equipped to tackle them. See, I think that the biggest flaw in Mario is Missing is not that the game itself is bad, but that it was very poorly marketed. The box art, the music, the commercials, if there were commercials, I don't really, all point to a classic Mario game. I think I'm probably gonna have to do some research, but I think most likely there is nothing to prepare you mentally for your fun, learning adventure of learning. Was this a tactical strategy to mismarket these games so that they would sell more copies? Or was this just a poor sales choice, and should they have chosen their target audience more wisely?
I don't know. Why is the sky blue? Why can't I find a pair of jeans that fits me properly? Some questions just don't have easy answers.
Another thing I really like about the gameplay is that the information itself is presented to you in very short bites. Each level takes roughly around 10 minutes to complete, so you never feel overwhelmed or overloaded with facts. Similarly, the setting changes drastically with every new level, so you never stay too long in one place or time period to lose interest in what you're learning. I will say that the gameplay is very repetitive. Mario's Time Machine is just go to a place in time, talk to a bunch of people, fill out a questionnaire, and return an artifact to someone of some importance. Rinse and repeat. Mario is Missing does have the added factor of talking to people to find out where you are in the world in order to bring Yoshi to your location so you're able to leave, but I mean, it's still not that wildly entertaining. So these games are not fast-paced and action-packed, that's for sure. But again, gameplay is not the reason I keep coming back. I have always played Mario is Missing because I was interested in learning about a different area in the world and a different time in history.
I never play them because I'm dumb and forgetful, and I need a refresher course on who the hell Genghis Khan is from time to time. I think he's a Pokemon. I'm pretty sure he's a Pokemon.
Complaint number 3, not actually educational. Yes, it is true that the Nintendo Entertainment System versions of this game are not very informative. They're downright confusing and vague and honestly complete garbage and a total waste of your money.
Yes, they're absolutely terrible. I admit it, okay? Jeez.
The SNES versions, however, are filled with completely accurate information about history and geography. These SNES versions are walking, talking history book simulators. Most of the information is watered down, of course, but the point is to give children a very basic understanding of these subjects. None of this content is university-level stuff, like you can't write your dissertation on the art movements in Michelangelo's Italy using solely Mario's Time Machine as your reference. Unless, that is, you really feel like wasting your time and thousands of dollars.
It's perfect! I went too far for this one, didn't I?
So yes, these games shouldn't be your only source of historical information, but they are great for fun facts. Like, for instance, did you know the Temple of Heaven was built without using a single nail? Did you know that the Sistine Chapel has naked people on it? Did you know that this is an entirely different recording session in a completely different working space? No? Well, I really shouldn't have brought it up then.
So, I'd like to end this video by talking about all the other things I find charming about this game.
For starters, I love that I get to play as Luigi. He is my favorite Marioverse character because he is adorable and sweet and sometimes kind of dark, but hey, we all have our bad days. I love the cute pictures of the locations you visit. I love the crazy, unnecessarily elaborate Koopa deaths. I love that all of the artifacts look like little garlic cloves to me. I don't know why that is, but that's what I see. So I think it's adorable that you look both ways to cross the street, and that when you find Yoshi and use him, you can make the Pokies dance. Did you know you could make the Pokies dance? And that's just Mario is Missing. I only recently got my hands on a copy of Mario's Time Machine. Totally not emulated. And I'm still enjoying it at my ripe old age of 26. It still has that Mario is missing charm. I am enjoying filling out the questionnaires and talking to the villagers. The animations are cute, and the surfing is fun, if a lot out of place. Sure, I only play for about an hour at a time because the gameplay does get a little repetitive after a while, but that's fine by me. I am a busy 20-something that only has a limited amount of time in a day to dedicate to a game.
What? I'm a busy 20-something with a huge social life.
Anyway, if you like edutainment games and this sounds like something you might enjoy, I think you should give at least one of these games a chance. I know they don't have a great reputation, but I think the best way to formulate your own opinion on something is just to try it out for yourself. Someone please play Mario's Missing and like it so I'm not alone. Please?
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. I am very, very interested and very, very nervous to hear from you. But I definitely want your feedback, so that's cool. If you liked the video, please give it a little like, and maybe a little share, and maybe a little subscribe. And if you know anyone that likes Mario's Missing, please send them my way. I need friends, solidarity. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, I love you, bye!